Hello, my name is Bob Bachman, and I am an air conditioning contractor in Georgia, Stockbridge, Georgia, to be exact. We also build trainers for the HVAC industry, mostly adult ed. We are currently, there is one high school that in Florida that is trying to purchase, but we manufacture two trainers: the straight AC electric heat, which we call the original, and this is the heat pump trainer. And my trainers, both trainers, teach electrical troubleshooting. You use a voltmeter only. You do not remove any wires. You solve the problem with a voltmeter. Electrical troubleshooting is an exact science. There's no gray area. You're either right or you're wrong. This is the front of the heat pump trainer. And to save time, we're not going to go into the inside. You can see inside the trainer by going to my website at www.bachmantrainers.com. Off to my left, I have a schematic diagram, ladder diagram, that we will be using to troubleshoot, help you guys understand what the trainers do. I'm not here to teach you how to troubleshoot. I'm here to show you what my trainers can do. And I'm going to go ahead and show one problem. I'm going to do the blown fuse real quick so that you can see how these trainers, basically they create illusion. So I'm going to step around to the back of the trainer and push blown fuse. Okay, blown fuse has been pushed. These buttons on the front are identical to the buttons on the back in the same order. And that's how you simulate the problem in the back of the trainer, and this is where you fix the problem in the front of the trainer. We don't change any parts, you do not remove any wires, you simply push a button and move on to the next problem. So we all know that it's blown fuse. Okay, so we're going to manipulate the thermostat. No indoor fan. .64 set point, 83 degrees. The snowflake is lit, no cooling. So what we're going to do is we're going to check high voltage, which will be line side of the heat strip contactor, and we have 0 volts. Now these test terminals right here, I was at this point right here. I was here and here. And as you can see, line 1, line 2 of 240 volts. And I had 0 voltage at that point. So, let's go to the disconnect. Okay. Now we are going to check line side at the fuse. And you can see I have 236 volts. Now we are going to check load side of the fuse. Line 1, line 2, 0 volts, load side. We're going to go across phase B, 236 volts. Across phase A, 0 volts. Those voltage readings tell me phase B is blown. So, I am going to push blown fuse, and we should end up in some sort of a function. I think I have a cooling call. There we go. Cooling works. And come back over to the disconnect, and you can see line side 232, load side 233. Obviously, go across the fuses, you should get 0 voltage. So that blown fuse has now magically been repaired by the simple push of a button. That is just one problem that these my trainers can do. Now the blown fuse actually alternates. If you pushed it again without powering down and powering up, if you power down, power up, it would always start with phase B. If you push blown fuse again, it would be phase A, and it will alternate each time until you power down, power back up at the 110 volt switch here, or unplug, whichever comes first. That would be That's how that particular problem works. It alternates between the two fuses. Now, you would actually go through the entire function of the trainer. Basically, that means manipulate the thermostat into all functions to make sure that everything is working. So, we are in a cooling call, compressor, outdoor motor, indoor motor, and reversing valve is energized. If you look closely right here, this is an orange wire, and it is O on the terminal board of the defrost board. That means that the reversing valve is energized in cooling and de-energized in heat. It also energizes in a defrost mode. So now we're going to go to off position. Everything shuts off. Fan on by itself. Fan manipulates correctly. We are in a first stage heat call. There's first stage. Reversing valve is off. Indoor motor is running. Outdoor motor is running. Compressor is running. And now we are going to call for second stage heat. Second stage heat is energized. Now, last but not least, my trainers, you must initiate and terminate defrost. Basically, you have to check defrost to make sure that everything is working correctly. And the way you do that is you short across the two test terminals. Use a 5/16 nut driver or a 1/4 inch nut driver without putting any pressure on the terminals. And defrost is initiated. Reversing valve is energized. Outdoor motor is shut off. Heat strip will stay running because it was in a heat call already, a two-stage heat call. Now the defrost board will stay in the defrost mode for 10 minutes or until the defrost thermostat opens, whichever comes first, and we are electrically manipulating that defrost thermostat, so we will have to terminate defrost manually. And you terminate defrost. Now we are back into a two-stage heat call, and everything is working properly. That's about all that I can do right now. We're running out of time, so stay tuned. We're going to do more problems. I'll probably do 3 videos total. This is part 1, so stay tuned, and we will see you soon.